When I was growing up, being in debt was something to avoid. Now, they practically handcuff you to it. Before you're 22, you're told college is your ticket to freedom. But somehow, you walk out owing six figures, no job in sight, and no clue how to escape. And while you're drowning in student loans, they distract you with TikTok, dopamine, and cheap validation. It's not an accident, it's a system, and it's working exactly as designed. This content is for educational and entertainment purposes only. I am not a financial advisor, and nothing in this video should be considered financial, legal, or investment advice. Always do your own research and consult with a licensed professional before making financial decisions. We live in the most connected society in history, but no one's paying attention. Your attention monetized, your stress exploited, your ambition redirected into consumerism. You were born into a world where algorithms decide what you see, influencers decide what you value, and debt decides what you can afford to ignore. You scroll, you spend, you subscribe. And while you're chasing that next dopamine hit, your future is bleeding out behind you. Now let's talk about the real color, student debt. They say it's good debt, but the numbers say otherwise. Since 1970, college tuition has increased by over 1,200%, far outpacing inflation, housing, and even healthcare. Wages barely tripled. Only 46% of college graduates even work in a field related to their degree. So what's the return on investment? A lifetime of debt for a job you may not even want. Did you ever expect to hear this from a college-educated Generation X man? They tell you it's worth it, but what they're selling is obedience disguised as opportunity. Let me give you a real example. In 2020, my son was preparing for college. He'd saved up $20,000, working hard, doing everything right. He used that money to pay tuition. But here's the thing, had he invested that into Bitcoin instead, he'd have over $200,000 today. Now, I'm not saying no one should go to college, but I am saying this, every decision has a cost. And when you follow what everyone says without thinking strategically, you might miss the most important window of your life. Student loans aren't just a bill. They're a mindset trap. They delay your freedom. They suppress your risk-taking. They make you think twice before quitting the job you hate or starting the business that could change your life. And unlike credit cards or car payments, you can't even bankrupt your way out. The government owns your debt, default, and they'll garnish your wages, tax returns, even Social Security. You are the collateral, and they want you obedient. Now layer that on top of algorithmic distraction. You're trapped in a loop, drowning in loans, too exhausted to resist, too distracted to see what's happening. They sell you a lifestyle as a substitute for freedom. They sell you products as a substitute for purpose. They keep you so busy chasing someone else's dream, you never stop to build your own. Here's the truth. They want you broke. They want you anxious, and they want you distracted enough to accept it. Because a person in debt, glued to their screen, fearing their credit score, that's the perfect citizen. But you can break out, not just by paying off loans, but by reclaiming your attention, your time, and your direction. Ask yourself, is this helping me build freedom? Is this just noise? Who profits from my distraction? Turn off what numbs you. Build what frees you. Stop consuming and start creating. Student debt may feel like a life sentence, but awareness is parole. This channel isn't about outrage, it's about clarity and the courage to act differently. If you're tired of being used, if you're done following bad advice from people who profit off your struggle, subscribe to Gray's Horizons, Drop a comment if you faced student loan regret, or if you've had to rewire your thinking to escape the trap. And share this with someone who thinks their degree is the plan. Not if it starts off with a shackle. I'll see you in the next one.